All right, so we are on video number 2 for the guided journals. And this one is Sweet Dreams. So it's a dream journal. I have been fascinated by dreams and my own dreams for as long as I can remember. And I've always had some sort of notebook or post-it notepad or random scratch paper or something next to my bed or on the dresser or somewhere easily accessible right when I wake up, because I've always been really good at remembering my dreams, and some have been really profound. Like, I still have dreams that I remember from childhood, and they're just experiences that you're never going to forget. So since I'm obsessed with dreams, and kind of more recently I'd say more recently in the last 5-ish years with just like my energy healing journey and body journey and just like spiritual growth and everything, I've been even more obsessed with understanding my dreams and being able to interpret them, but also apply the information that I get in them. Sometimes it's really frustrating because, the subconscious kind of speaks in signs and symbols and things that just don't make logical sense. But that's the reason for a journal, because it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't always have to make sense right in the moment. We just need to write it down, and then eventually we'll get what we need to get. And that's actually what happened to me a few weeks ago. So I had a dream where I was in a hotel room and I was cleaning a toilet. I was in the bathroom, I was cleaning a toilet, and the toilet would not get clean. Like, I was scrubbing, I was spraying, I was like all the things, all the cleaner, nothing was working. And it was super frustrating because in the dream I had to go to the bathroom really, really bad, but I needed to use that bathroom and the toilet wasn't clean, and I refused to use the bathroom with a dirty toilet. So in the dream, I'm like scrubbing, and frustrated beyond all belief. And just the thought that kept running through my mind is, nothing is working. Why is nothing working? I'm trying everything I know to do. I have all these cleaning supplies. Nothing is working. And I don't understand it. So I thought, this is so interesting when I woke up. And I never did use the bathroom in the dream. I think I woke up and used the bathroom, but in the dream, I never got to use the bathroom. So I thought, wow, that was weird. I don't understand it, but I'm going to write this down. So a couple weeks later, I'm talking to probably my naturopath. I think I was talking to my naturopath, and she always asks me, do you have any dreams that you've remembered, or, anything like that? And I'm like, yeah, actually, I had this dream and I was cleaning the bathroom. And I'm telling her about this dream, and then right in the middle of a sentence, I just stopped. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's the purpose of the dream. Like, that's the message. And she's like, okay, do you want to tell me what what you're thinking? And I said, in the dream, the thought that was running through my head was, why is nothing that I'm doing working? I had the same thought running underneath all like my running regular thoughts. I had this conscious thought of, why is nothing that I'm doing working, in my like awake state. There were several things that I had been doing that didn't feel like they were working, and I was really frustrated because I didn't know what else to do. So I realized me trying to clean that toilet in the dream and having that thought was an unconscious reminder of what I had been thinking on repeat, whether I was aware of it or not, in my waking state. Had I not written that down, because I knew something was there, had I not written that down and just like tabled it for later, and then given myself, the room to breathe and the room to just forget about it, but then bringing it up with her and kind of, talking and not making any meaning about it either, I wouldn't have had that revelation, and then I wouldn't have been able to kind of work through what I needed to work through. So my unconscious or my subconscious mind was totally talking to me via me cleaning a toilet, but I couldn't get it because like that was the symbolism. but because I just didn't assign any meaning to it, I was like, whatever. I finally got it. It took a couple weeks, but I finally got it. So this is why I write down my dreams, because I never know when I'm going to get the message. So in this journal, it's kind of the same setup as the meditation journal. Actually, the dream journal was the motivation or the inspiration for the meditation journal. So in this, it's kind of the same types of prompts. So you have your date and then what happened in the dream. So not from a, clinical, analytical, I understand everything that happened in the dream, but like literally what happened in the dream. I was flying, the sky was green, there were purple things, like what happened? And then how did you feel? That is very important. The emotions are very important. Have I had this dream before? Yes or no? Has this dream changed since the last time I dreamt it? How so? So I used to have a lot of recurring dreams, and for the longest time, the recurring dream was the exact same dream. And I hated it because it was terrifying and it used to wake me up in the middle of the night, panicked. The last couple years, the dream has shifted. And I know that because I've written it down. And I can remember how the dream has changed over the years. And now I'm able to tie my experiences of when I started to have the dreams to the last time I had the dream, and like the evolution of not only what was happening in the dream, while I was dreaming it, but what was happening in my, real life as it relates to just, me being me. So again, the importance of writing this stuff down, but has this dream happened before and has it changed since the last time you had it? Very important. So on the second page, it's how do I feel waking up from this dream and why? So like I said, when I used to have that dream, I used to be panicked and scared and out of breath. And so again, the emotions are important. What is the first thing that comes to mind about my life, past or present, when I think about my dream? So you might not be able to answer this. I know sometimes I can't, but it's helpful to have that as a prompt, because you never know. Like sometimes you might actually know what's going on, or like what part of your life it relates to, and sometimes you may not. But the space is here in case you can. Were there any signs or symbols in my dreams? What meaning or interpretation do I think my dream has? How do I apply information from this dream to my life? Again, if you're like spot on and you know exactly what it applies to, amazing. If not, that's okay too. Is there something I need to do now to have closure from my dream before beginning my day? So sometimes I just like to journal before getting my day started, because I need to like come down or come out of the dream. Like it's still you feel kind of hyped. So what is it? Do I need to journal? Do I need to meditate? Do I need to move my body? Do I need to listen to some music? What do I need to do to be able to feel okay starting my day? And then the last few lines is just additional thoughts. So if there's something that still feels like it needs to be addressed, then you can write it here in the last few lines. But these are the types of questions that I ask myself when I write down my dreams. And like I said, I found it super, super helpful to be able to, kind of analyze. I'm not a psychotherapist or anything, but like to analyze what the dream was, what it could mean, what happened, how do I apply it? Does it apply to something now versus, before? And I've just found this super helpful, super, super helpful, using, prompts in a format and just having a central place to keep this stuff safe, because I'm not even gonna, share the piles of Post-it notes that I have in, random places, and the journals that I've kept, and, all the places that we can keep these things, but having it in a central place that you can rely on and track over time it's been helpful for me. So I figured it'd be helpful for someone else. So again, this is available on Amazon. It is $11 like the other one. Again, like 145 pages, really easy to use. So I will post a link on how you can get it. And yeah, Sweet Dreams Dream Journal.